Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Alien Xenomorph by Agora, Stage 40. And Stage 40 is going to be something different from anything we've done so far because we're actually starting to work on the pelvis. Everything else has been, I believe, the legs. So I'm going to go ahead and take the noisy package and get all the parts out. There's a smaller package inside. A couple of caps. Let me see. Those are, let's see, socket liner. We've got the ball joint. Joint 1 and 2. And the grip. So if anybody ever tells me to get a grip, I now have one. Let me go ahead and open this. This should be all the screws. There should be, looks like 5 black screws, 3 long silver screws, and 3 nuts. So let me get these. So I'll get these open. Put them all in the same tray here. It's going to be a little bit hard to mistake between the screws. I'm thinking since there's so many screws, there probably will not be any glue needed on this in this stage. So let me close that, set it up out of the way, get this out of the way. Do a little bit of a fireworks show here. That's how you clean your pin vise. By the way, you burn it off. Get the B7000 out of the way, and let's start building. So first thing you do is you take, I'm sure it doesn't matter which one you take, but you take these 2 parts here. And you're going to set the socket liner in here, and there are 2 little posts that stick out. You want to put those posts into those holes inside there. That's going to help to keep them in position. You can see there, they stick out. You do that on both sides. I don't think there are going to be any screws or anything in here, but I could be wrong. One side takes, you just got to finagle it until it goes in. There's the other side, looks exactly the same except for facing the other direction. So now you take these 2 parts and they've got the opening. So they've got this one on the bottom. No, interesting. The picture kind of doesn't match, but it does. But it's got this big ball here is facing towards me. The angle piece is up. So they've got it in here like that. And I'm sure you're going to be able to move it, but not when you first put it together. And you take this, flip it over. You got posts, and you got posts down here. You got 3 posts on here, 2 holes. 3 holes, 2 posts. You're going to take this, flip it over, slide it down on top of here, and I'm sure that this gets some pretty strong screws into it because this has got to hold those in place. If I can even get it to line up and go in. Something is not right. It's not wanting to go in. There we go. I just had to pull it back out. And actually, it's pretty stiff without a single screw in it. So that's in there. These black plastic screws are going to go into these 2 holes here. This one here, and this one here. And they're not plastic screws, they're screws that go into plastic. So let me go ahead and get this one in. Actually pretty impressed with how stiff this is, considering most times, most part works that I've dealt with that have these sockets like this, you can't close it all the way with the well, it's you can't close it all the way just by hand. You have to actually put the parts in there, tighten it down, and then you sit there and go back and forth to tighten it so that it'll actually let you get it all the way closed, or most of the way. So that's on there like that. Let me see where there are the 3 spots for the nuts. Oh, interesting. This is actually going into the leg. I think the leg that I just built. Maybe. But first thing, let's get one screw at a time. We're going to drop this screw in here. Put the screwdriver in from the bottom. I'm not going to put oil in because it should be good by itself, since the nut is already threaded. Maybe. Note to self. That was kind of cool. A metal nut does not stay in the hole very well while you're trying to put it in place with a magnetic screwdriver. Just note to self. What I thought was kind of cool was when the screw flipped off of the screwdriver, it actually landed right in the bin there. So let me very carefully, because I don't want this to come loose. There's the first one. Let me go ahead and drop another nut in. What I'm doing is I'm using the tweezers, which are non-magnetic, to actually set the nut into the hole correctly, because the hole is designed to hold the nut in it. So there you see it, and there's the one without the nut. Now I'm going to try and show you how I got that first one in there. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to ease the screw up inside there. I'm turning it as I bring it up. You can see the tip of the nut or screw is coming up into the nut, and just like that, it tightened. It's not tight all the way, just making sure whether I can use the larger head screwdriver, and I cannot. Let's see if I can get this one to go in a little bit easier. Right in there, like it was made to go there. And then again, put the screw in from the bottom. Work its way up slowly and twist it as you come up and grab a hold of the nut from the bottom side. That sounds almost illegal. If you were over on Hobby Time Modelers, that would have gotten a lot of comments, either on the stream or just on Discord. Come on. Okay, so those are all tight. And it actually tightened that up pretty good. I'm not going to be able to move that without having it attached to something else. So now take the thigh assembly 33, 35. And so let me, or 34-3, 35-4, and we're going to put those together. I'm not going to bring over the skin with it. I'm going to avoid messing with the skin as much as possible when I'm doing these things. So I'll be right back with the thigh. Okay, so here's the thigh. This is the one that I just put the magnets in. They should all be good because I used super glue. Not going to bring the skin over because I do not want to mess that up. Let me see how they've got this piece here. Basically it's a socket. It's going to drop into here like this, and this part is going to point to the outside or point down through there. It's a little bit of a snug fit, and that's what the retainer here is for. You're going to take that. I'm just looking. Okay, so turn from previous stage, fit the shaft into the end of the joint assembly over semicircular bridge formed by the femur parts. Secure these parts together by placing grip over the square top of the... Oh, you know what? Okay. That's why this was a little bit snug fit. This does not go into here. You can see the curved areas there and there. This actually goes down inside there so that it is able to move. But then you lock it in place here. I think. I might have to go watch somebody's video. Throwing pieces everywhere. So let me see. Looks like this might be directional. So if it's not going on that direction, drop it so you don't know which way you had it. And put it back on there and it fits. So yes, it is directional. Looking at it from the end, this side is a little bit shorter than this side. So now you take 2 of the black screws, leaving 1 left over. And this is going into plastic, so there's no oil involved. And you start one, get the other one on the end of the screwdriver. Start the other one, tighten it all the way down. So that it now holds that snugly. And even though it has circular area on the bottom, you can't turn this. All the pivoting action will be done right here, which I can't do anything with it, which is good because that way the alien should be able to stand up on his own. And it does show in the picture, it shows the skin wrapped around it. I'm not putting the skin on it right now. I'm letting the skin dry. So that is all there is to do in this issue, in this stage. Like and subscribe. Lose my train of thought sometimes. So like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified anytime I post a new video. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. There's a great bunch of guys over there. I'm one of them. I am not the lead. There's about 5 of us that kind of tag team that. Like I said, great bunch of guys. Links are in the description to Facebook, Discord, and YouTube. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video.